Hi everybody and welcome back. So this time, like I said, we're going to be really jumping into the design process. I'm going to have a couple steps, so let's walk through them. So like I said before, process is your shield. Okay, so the first step is going to be defining that problem. Now remember, how you define the problem will determine the form of your solution. That definition will determine the form of your solution. For example, a good problem definition might be, well, a leak in the upstairs bathroom sink has caused water damage in the ceiling. Okay. It captures the full issue. It's very descriptive and it hits important points. A bad one would be shirt got wet. Is this really the issue? It doesn't really find the cause as far as if you know the cause. And it's very vague. Like, for the first one, I might need to call a plumber. For the second one, I just need to change my shirt and the problem is fixed. So how you define the problem is very important. Now, I know the shirt got wet versus sink thing is kind of a silly example. I'm just trying to take it to extremes to make a point. Remember that. Okay. Now, criteria. What determines if you're successful? It should be clear, for one. It needs to be avoid vague or qualitative words like warm, light, easy. It should reduce options. It needs to get rid of some possibilities. Must be made of atoms. Okay. So that's pretty much everything. It should be measurable. Preferably quantitatively, but honestly, think about recipes. You choose the one with the better ratings. And that's still qualitative, but there's been enough ratings that you get an idea that the general person would probably think this is a good recipe. And also, don't create criteria with a design in mind, like, oh, I've got this cool design. What would make it pass? That's a bad idea. You don't want to do that. Create your criteria without thinking about what you're going to do to solve it. Okay? Later on, as you look at your solutions, you might realize I need to add some more criteria because this is not reducing options well enough. Or one of these won out, but just something inside me feels like something's wrong here. Maybe you realize, you know what, the weighting on that criteria was wrong. Or perhaps I should have just added another criterion for cost. Why wasn't I not thinking about cost? As a note, it might be good to bring in more people here when you're determining criteria. It makes it a lot easier to tell what's a good idea, what's a bad idea, or if you've missed something. If they start saying the exact same things you did, either you think alike and that's a bad thing, or it means you got everything. So, more voices, the better. So with this, I hope you got a little bit better idea of how the problem and criteria should be defined for the design process. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.